Hi guys, welcome to our channel Selenium Tech Automation. So today I am going to discuss about how we can use a properties file, like what is the main advantages of properties file, how we can use inside our Selenium scripts. Before going to start this video, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe to my channel and our videos, so that which will helps me a lot. So let's get started with our today's tutorial. So that is properties file. What is a properties file and what are the uses of properties file, how we can create a properties file class inside our Selenium, how we can develop a script for that one. So let's get started. So what is a properties file? Like properties file is a file extension for files mainly used in Java related technologies to store the configurable parameters of an application. Here configurable parameters, like here you can store any, like if you are in Selenium, so you can store XPaths inside this properties file, as well as you can store your application URLs and usernames and passwords, as well as database usernames, database passwords and database URLs also. So that means you can store any data which are configurable or which are useful for your application to automate, so with the help of properties file. Okay, and also properties files are like it's a good resources to add information in Java. Properties files are good resources to add information in Java in terms of key and value pair. Okay, and generally these files are used to store static information in key and value pair. Okay, as I told, in generally how we can store inside, I mean inside this properties file, how we can store our test data. So we can store in static information in such a way that key and value pair. And for example, if you don't want to hard code your application URL or username and password, as well as database username and database password, so you can easily maintain all these data inside your properties file. So this is the main intention of properties file is here we can store all our test data in a static way, that is key and value pair. So where we can call these a key, based upon the key you can retrieve the value inside your application where you want to send that information to the application. Okay, so the main advantage of this properties file is we can configure these test data in a limited time without the need of changing anything in the code. Means suppose for example there is some XPath. Okay, there is some XPath. So we received one build today for our application, that is for example 2.0. Okay, so for now that XPaths will be like the same for this build 2.0. Suppose if we will get one more build for your application saying that 2.1, so during that time what that application will do, you may see there are lots of changes from functionality wise, as well as that web elements or XPath got changed in the latest build. So okay, here you are not no need to change anything from your code. So you can just go and change, you can just go and update your properties files with the respective XPaths where you are taking from that your application. Okay, the main advantage is here you no need to change anything related to scripting part. You can just go and update your XPaths according to your builds what you are getting. Okay, and yeah, this is all about a properties file. Again I am telling, properties file is a file extension for files mainly used in Java related technologies to store the configurable parameters such as like database URLs or database usernames or database passwords, as well as your application URL. Along with application URL you can store application username as well as application password to log inside that application. And also properties files are the good resources to add information in Java. Okay, properties files are the good information is good resources to add information in Java. Okay, these files are used to store some static information in the form of key and value pair. in the form of key and value pair. Here you no need to hard code anything. If you are doing hard code, please avoid hard code and keep using this properties file for a good practice, as well as it will save your number of lines of code also. Where you are returning, it will save those lines of code also, instead of writing 2 or 3 lines for a to call these URLs or passwords. You can mention that in only one line. Okay, the advantage of property file is here we can configure things in a real time only, because you no need to hard code. If you receive any new build, you no need to touch all your script. You can just go and update inside your properties file in the form of key and value format. Okay, so let me quickly write some notes on this one. Properties file. What is a properties file? Property file is a properties file is a sorry properties file is a properties is a file extension. Properties file is a file extension for files mainly used in Java related technologies. Okay, Java related technologies. Okay, the second line is Java related technologies. What we are doing here, to store to store to store the configurable to store the configurable parameters, to store the configurable parameters of an application. Okay, and properties file is a good resource to add information in Java. Okay, properties file is a good resource to add information in Java. Okay, how it will store? Properties file will store the information in key and value pair format. How it will store? It will store the information in key and value pair format. Okay, so what is the main advantage here? The main advantage is to avoid hard coding and to reduce the number of lines in the code. Okay, so this is the main advantage. As I told, for example, if you receive any new build for your application, so at the time the text path may vary compared to your previous build. So during that time you can just go and update your XPaths instead of changing your scripting part. Okay, so this is all about properties file. So quickly let me show you with an example how I can use inside our Selenium. I am going to show you. So for that, what we need to do? First we need to open our Eclipse. So here, as you can see, right click on your project. Before going to start, here you need to first create some properties file, which is the extension of .properties file. So let me quickly create. I already created here. Like I am going to show you an example how we can use this properties file concept inside a Selenium inside a Facebook application. I am going to show you. For that reason, I created one .properties file. Okay, so how we can create the .properties file? Just click on our right click on your project, new. Here you can see project, package, class, interface, enum, record. Not all these, you just need file. Okay, click on file. Here you can mention whatever the name what you want. So you can mention, in my case I mentioned already facebook.properties file. So for example, I can mention here properties. Okay, properties file dot properties. Okay, properties file dot properties, then click on finish. So once if you click on finish, you can see you got this properties file dot properties. So here what are all the things I have to mention, I clearly noted down here, so you can also follow the same as I told previously. Let me open this magnifier so that you can easily understand what I'm going to write here. So quickly open this magnifier. Okay, so you can see here I created one facebook.properties file. Facebook means that properties file name. So here, as I told, the information you can store in the format of key and value pair format. So here is the my key is URL. So the value is https www.facebook.com. So likewise, the username is the key, and what is that username is having the value Selenium Tech Automation @gmail.com. So likewise, the password also, okay, the password is selenium123 as the value. So as I told, so you if you got a new build, you no need to touch your script, you can just go and update your XPaths based upon your new build what you received. So in that case, so I don't want to go back and change that XPath every time. So I can just come to this properties file, so I can inspect that element, web element. I can simply write or simply change here only. So instead of going to your script and changing there. Okay, so here in my case, what is our XPath here? Username, I am taking input @id equals to email, and the same the password is input @id equals to pass, and the clicking button login XPath is button @name equals to login. So these are all the XPaths what I am currently taking. Okay, so here username means this is the key. What is the XPath? The value input @. What is the key here for password? Password.path. What is the XPath for that one is the value. What is the button here? What I am using? Login button I have to click. For that the XPath is button name @ equals to login. So let me quickly create one class for this one. Okay. Okay, so let me quickly create one class for this one. So right click on your tests package. Okay, simply create a new class, that is Facebook login. Okay, Facebook login, click on finish. So now okay, let me minimize this magnifier. So okay, minimize. Okay, so now I created one class called Facebook login. So here I am using @test annotation, @test annotation. So here you can create a method. The functionality what you are going to do, I will keep inside a method. So I am going to create a method called public void Facebook login. Okay, public void Facebook login. Okay, this is my method. So what you need to do here, first the first is system dot set property of what is your key here? My I am using edge driver, right? So for that WebDriver dot edge dot driver. Okay, so where is our driver got located? You have to mention the path also. So in my case it is located in D drive. So the name is msEdgeDriver.exe file. The name is msEdgeDriver.exe file. So after that, so here, so you already created one Facebook.properties file here. Okay, so I have to mention this file path here. Okay, I have to mention this file path here. So for that, if you are new to this file input stream concept, I already covered that one also in our older tutorials. So which is like so here reading entire data multiple values. So I covered all these concepts in my our older tutorials. So please go through that tutorial, what is file input stream and what is file output stream. Okay, file input stream and file output stream. So now what I'm going to initialize here, file input stream. File input stream is also a class. File input stream is also a class. File input stream I am going to create an object for this file input stream, that is file equals to new what is that? File input stream. Okay, file input stream of file we have to take here. Okay, file input stream of file, file input stream of file. So here, so we are creating our properties file, I mean a properties file inside our project only. I don't want to mention the whole path what you are see what you are getting here. I don't want all these path. Okay, that is not a good practice, like e-tutorials, Selenium tutorials, Facebook.properties. So for this what I will do, I will just mention that my directory path here. So for that how you can write that one. So here I am using system dot, okay, sorry, system dot, okay, one second, yeah, system dot, okay, system dot get property of, system dot get property of, system dot get property of, okay, system dot get property of. So what is that one? The path where it is located currently, it is located in my user directory, that is user dot dir, user dir, okay, or else you can put one dot also, it will represent your current project directory only. So instead of representing dot, so I am mentioning here user dot directory folder here. So after that, once if you done with this one, so what you have to do here, I have to mention that where exactly what is my file name here. So my file name here is, my file name here is, what is our file name here? Facebook.properties. okay, Facebook.properties, Facebook.properties. okay, it's done now. Facebook.properties. Now simply enter a semicolon. It will ask you for throws declaration. Okay, it will ask you for throws declaration. Add that throws declaration, file not found exception. If that file is not present, you will get this file not found exception. Okay, so once this is done, so as I told, properties is also a class, so I have to call that class here. For that we have properties class was there, it will comes from utils package. okay, properties, take that object reference, properties, property prop equals to new properties. okay, new properties class of new properties. okay, new properties. So once this is done, so I want to load this properties file, I want to load the file what we are using currently. For that reason you have to use, we have to use one load method here, pro dot load. okay, load input stream. What it will do here, reads a property list key and element pairs. okay, so I have to use this one. What is our reference here? Object reference is p.load IO exception, you can use. okay, IO exception. So once this is done, so now what is our next step? I have to launch my WebDriver. I have to call my WebDriver. For that we have WebDriver also is there is an interface, sorry, WebDriver is also an interface. That concept also I already covered in my older videos. Please go through those tutorials also, as well as my live sessions also. WebDriver driver equals to new, what is my current browser here? I am using Edge driver, right? So for that reason I am using new Edge driver. If you are using Mozilla, you can call new Firefox driver. Chrome driver, if you are using new Chrome driver also you can mention. So once that is done, so call this driver reference, driver.get. okay, so now what you are going to do, I am going to launch my Facebook application. okay, I am going to launch my Facebook application with the help of the key called URL. So once if I pass this URL key inside my class, what it will do, it will give you this value. So for that here, driver.get, so now take this reference pro dot get property, you can see here, one second, let me show that one. Get property, what does it method will return? It will return some value based upon the specified value. okay, it will return some value based upon the key. okay, so here it will search for the property with the specified key. So for example, I am mentioning one key called here. What is our key inside our properties file? That is URL. It will give you some value based upon the specified key. So here I specified that key as URL. What it will is having value here, it is having the value of that URL, Facebook URL. So it will take this URL key and it will give you that URL https facebook.com as value. Okay, so once this is done, so what I'm going to do, I am going to let me open that Facebook one more time so that you can understand it easily. Okay, okay, so it got open now. So let me quickly, okay, www.facebook, okay, www.facebook.com. So once if I launch this URL, you will get these fields to enter your credentials like username, password, then click on login. So I want to inspect this element. Before that, I want to mention this inside our properties file. How we can mention here? We can mention that XPath in the format of key and value pair format. So for that, so how we can inspect driver.find element by.xpath of. So in the same way how we return for getting the URL as a key, so in the same way we can return that xpath for getting the xpath for username also. Okay, so here also you can do the same. Property dot get property of, what is our key here, get property of, get property of, what is our key here, you can copy the key here. What is our username xpath here, username dot path. Okay, username dot path is the key, you can mention the same here. So once if you mention, what you are going to do, first I want to clear this field. Okay, I want to clear this field. If any test data is there, so I want to clear that field. So then what you are going to do, for example, first time if I automatically it will store your email address or something. So the next time if you open the browser, it will give you the same along with this username Selenium. So because of that, I want to make some clear action on this one. If I want to enter some new username, so that's why I want to clear here. So then only I can able to enter my other username. Okay, another username, Selenium Tech Automation at the rate of gmail.com. So I want to enter like this. Before that, I want to clear this field. So that clear method, what it will do, it will clears the test data, if any test data available inside this text field. So that's why I'm using here clear method. So after that, what you need to do, you have to enter the username. The same, take this one. Okay, take this one. So now what you need to do here, the same username dot path is the web element. So dot send keys of, what is our character here. So what we are passing here, we are passing username as Selenium Tech Automation at the rate gmail.com. This is a value. What is the key here, username is the key. So I want to pass this username inside my send keys method in the format of string. Okay, so once it is done, dot send keys of username. So okay, this is how we can retrieve our data by using of properties file. So here send keys of username, if you directly pass in this format, it won't accept you. For that reason, we have to use the same, like property dot get property of, pro dot get property of, what is our value here, username. Okay, what is our value here, username. Okay, this is how we can use this properties file in different ways. Okay, so we done with the username. In the same way, we have to enter password also. So for that also the same process. So just copy and paste these two lines so that it will save the time for us. Okay, so here The next field is password field. What is our password field key here? Our password field key here is password dot path. This is the XPath. Okay, this is the XPath for password text field. Okay, so there also I want to do that clear action here. I want to use clear method. So after that I am going to enter my password here. So here also password dot path. So dot send keys of what is our what we are going to enter here. I am going to enter here selenium 123, selenium 123, control C. So now go to your class, Facebook login class. So here I am performing, I am entering, sorry, not password. So I want to enter the key here. Password is a key, okay, which is having the value selenium 123. So the same I have to do it here also. Once if you enter that password, so I want to click on that login button. I want to click on that login button, right? So this XPath also I mentioned inside my properties file only. You can see here this is our XPath for login button. So in the same way you can copy this key and paste it here. Okay, so let me copy property dot get property of, okay, array dot find element property dot get property of, that is the key, login dot path is the key, and login dot path is the key. Now okay, now dot click, okay, click action I'm going to do. So for your convenience or understanding, so I am adding here thread dot sleeps, okay, one or two thread dot sleeps, so that it will wait for some time so that you can have a look into this one. So now I am going to use thread dot sleep. We are forcefully waiting with the help of java thread dot sleep. Okay, I'm waiting for 3 seconds here, 3000 seconds. So throws declaration also we have to do interrupted exceptions, so I can use it in different positions here, different lines here. Okay, so that it will wait and it will clearly show you whether it's working or not. Okay, so I'm using thread dot sleep at 3 different places here. So once if you click on this button, okay, before going to click that button also you are waiting, right? Okay, so this is how we can write a code for using of properties class. Okay, okay, so what is a properties class here? So let me maximize this one more time. I mean, let me zoom that one by using of magnifier. Okay, what is a properties file here? Properties is a class. Properties is a file extension for file mainly used in Java related technologies to store the configurable parameters of an application. To store the configurable parameters of an application. Here configurable parameters here in the sense those are either it is URL or passwords or usernames, as well as DB usernames, DB passwords, and also DB URLs, and also we can store our XPaths also inside this properties file. How it will store that information inside the properties file? It will store the information in key and value pair format. Okay, the main advantage of properties file is to avoid the hard coding. Instead of representing our test data in the form of hard coding, we can use this properties concept here, so that you don't want to mention it in a hard coding way, and also it will reduce your number of lines of code also inside your scripting. Okay, so this is the good practice if you are working with different credentials where you can have multiple users, or where you are receiving more number of builds. Okay, in a within a less number of time, if you are receiving bills, so at that time bill to bill our experts may change. So you no need to touch your scripts based upon your build, so you can just go and change your experts whatever the information you are passing inside your application. You can just go and change it inside directly this properties file. Okay, this is all about properties file. So now what I shown you, so I'm going to use that properties concept here inside my selenium. So I tried on Facebook application, you can see. So first I am setting the parameters for calling my WebDriver, that is mshDriver.exe file. So after that I am using file input stream to get the file. So for that you have to mention the path of your file, where exactly it is located. So for that I am using get property user directory, means it will represent it your directly your current directory where you are working with this Eclipse. So once that is done, you have to create one class, that is properties and object also. So once that is done, you have to load this file with the help of properties class. So that's why we are having this reference object reference. With the help of object reference, you are loading that file where it is located. So once that is done, I am initializing one WebDriver. So once that is done, I am calling this URL key. You can see here what is our URL is here. Here it is the URL as a key and the value is facebook.com. So likewise it is for username, where you are going to enter that username. Inside that username text field as well as the password also there. And also I'm going to click on the login button once if you enter the credentials. Okay, you can see here login.path I mentioned inside our properties file. So likewise if you have multiple buttons here, you can store in the same properties file only, instead of directly creating inside our test case. Okay, this is how we can create a class with the help of properties class, where you can retrieve the data present inside that properties file, and you can call that properties inside your test case. Okay, so let me quickly execute this test case so that we'll see how it will work. So let me take this class name and add me this class name inside our testng.xml file. So this concept also I covered in my older tutorials, so please go through those tutorials also, what is at the test annotation. So how we can create this testng.xml file, so how we can represent multiple classes inside a testng.xml, how we can do a suite level execution including all the test cases present inside our testng.xml, and also what are all the assertions we have inside our testng, what is a testng, okay, what are all the methods we can use to do some assertions on your application. So let me quickly run this program. So first let me update this project one more time, maven update project. Okay, updated, it's updating now. Okay, and also now let me refresh it one time, refresh. So now right click on your project, now run as maven test will do. It is very useful and also very important concept. Okay, so there will be a question from here also, if you are attending any interview. See, software testing material, why, sorry, not this one, Facebook login, why it is coming. Okay, now you can see here, no, it is launching all the classes. Okay, one second guys. So something happened here. Facebook login only, right? Facebook login is a class name. Okay, at the rate testing.xml file. Okay, let me update maven update project, course update of sample snapshots. Okay, test start. Okay, let me update it one more time, maven update project, course update. Okay, let me run it one time, we'll see. It is running our previous classes also. I don't want that one now. So now we'll see tests dot, what error. So there is some problem with my Eclipse, okay, versions. So let me go to Windows preferences, preferences, apply, apply, apply and close, run as Maven test. Okay, so let me quickly run it from testng.xml file, run as testng suite. Facebook login only, class name, what error? Okay, the path name is incorrect maybe, right? Correct only, ms-driver.exe, right? ms-driver.exe, correct only. Okay, sorry, here you can see WebDriver, okay, WebDriver.edge.driver. So I mistakenly written that line, so d ms-driver.exe. Okay, now it is okay. Run as testing suite. You can see now it will open that Facebook URL. Now see, so the now it is waiting and it will enter that credentials. It is waiting for 3 more seconds. It is entering password, 3 more seconds it will wait. Click on login button. Okay, those credentials are not correct. Okay, this is how we can use a properties file inside our Selenium. Okay, let me run it one more time from Maven. Run as Maven test. We'll see it's not working. Okay, it started launching our browser now. You can see here it started and it entered that URL with the help of key and value. It is going to enter, it enter the username also, then it will enter password. It will wait for 3 seconds and it will click on login button. It clicked on login button. Because of that credentials reasons, it is not able to log into Facebook application. Okay, so now let me maximize the window. Once it got opened, right, let me maximize that window. Driver dot manage dot how you can maximize window dot maximize. Okay, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Once see here it is taking the URL based upon the key. It is taking the value as, what is the value, facebook.com, and also it is taking the username path of that web element. What is that username dot path? Here it is the web element. It will clear if there is any test data present inside the text field, it will clear. Okay, so then what it is doing here, it is entering the username. What is our username here? Key, username key here is selenium tech automation at gmail.com. Once that is done, it is entering password here. Once that is done, it is clicking on that login button. So once this is done, I have to quit from that browser. Driver.quit method, what it will do, it will close all the browsers which are open current session. Okay, so now let me run it one more time. Right click on your project, run as automation Maven test. Okay, run as Maven test. Now it's launching the edge driver. It will maximize. Now it will enter username. It will wait for 3 seconds. It will enter password. It will enter. It will click on login. Now closed. Okay, this is how we can use this properties file concept inside our Selenium. The main advantage of properties concept here is it is used to store graphical user interface elements such as text fields or buttons or radio buttons or drop downs or any alerts. So those we can store and we can perform our automation activity on that particular web elements like send keys or click operation. Okay, the what is the extension of this properties file? The extension of this properties file is dot properties. Okay, and each parameter in properties file represents key and value format. Okay, so this is all about properties file, how we can use this properties file inside our Selenium concept, how we can retrieve the values based upon the key and value, so how we can use, what are all the advantages. So this is how we can. So if any interviewer is asking about how you used Facebook properties concept inside your project, means you can explain the same, how what I updated you or how I explained you. So it is very easy to understand in a simple way. So okay, there is no need to have some complexity, so we can learn in simple and we can explain accordingly if you are attending for any interviews, as well as if you want to implement inside our project also, you can implement in the same way. Okay, let me maximize it one more time. So here you can see this is our code what I written currently. Okay, so okay, that's all for this tutorial. Hope you people like this video. Please do like for this video if you like it, and subscribe to our channel so that you will never miss out any videos coming from our channel regarding automation testing or manual testing, as well as interview questions also, which helps me a lot with your support. Okay, please do like and subscribe to our channel Selenium Tech Automation. So until then, signing off, Selenium Tech Automations. Take care. Bye bye.